play Bryony. She is a half-elf grave cleric of Kalimdor, and she doesn't want to be a cleric, but she doesn't know any better. So it's basically just a big fucking prank on her by everyone else of the temple, but she doesn't know that she can quit. And she's reluctantly here, but as you have probably found out in the last game, which I found out that you learned, is that she has lost her ability to feel pain. So I'm kind of stressing about her getting that sense back. Let's go to Ungo, our favorite goblin of the party.
Yeah. I'm David, and I'm playing Ungo. Ungo is a goblin. He's raised by elves. He's raised by wood elves that killed all of his family and friends when he was a baby. They tried to raise him to be a ranger, but he is a goblin and can't do divine magic, so he's just a fighter with a bow. He tries to act like an elf, but he's a goblin, so he's not that wise or intelligent, and it doesn't always work. And he ends up making a lot of jokes on accident. He's got a bow and a magic dagger, and he wants to be the on-point ranger, leading and finding everything, and ends up being a joke half the time. And he is now the Green Baron of the Soggy Court. Yeah, we do. Ungo the Green Baron.
I don't think me and Brian do.
He does worship the elven god of archery, Solanor Thalandria, and aspires to be precise in all of his actions. Ungo lost his shadow and has no shadow, which is ironic because his name means shadow in Elven. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So my name is Chris. I play Mavis, a human bard, who, although he does display some upness when handling a musical instrument, it rather seems like his heart isn't in it whenever he's performing. For a bard, he's a bit brash, I guess, and he seems to lack real appreciation for the intricacies of human interaction. But nonetheless, he cares for his friends. Although he doesn't always know how to say things nice, he tries to help them. And he's here in the Feywild looking for something he lost a long time ago, which hasn't been revealed yet. So I'll keep quiet on that. I think that's it. So far, it's kind of boring, but I hope. Oh yeah. Currently, he's also known as the Knight of the Pickled Fly. I guess let's go in order. Celeste, maybe.
I'm Nicole. I play Celeste. She is a Circle of Stars druid elf. She has very pale skin and bright blue eyes and white hair, and she's always wearing this really sparkly, flowy kind of constellation-like robe. She spent most of her nights worshipping the stars and the moon with her family. She lived in a very secluded kind of clan off in the mountain that was centered with a big giant crystal that fell from the sky one day that they all worship. And she actually carries a quarterstaff with her that has a double-sided piece of that crystal on the top of it. She's kind of quiet, kind of stoic, but also really sweet once you get to know her.
My name's Todd, and I'm playing a Harangon, which is a Rabbit Man Ranger. His name's Slapney Dashiel, or Slapdash for short. Also known as the Pot Dodger around the goblins of the land that he kind of keeps one step ahead of, always on his toes. As of recently, is also known as the Pondflower Knight. That's a title he earned recently. He's got soft white fur that's clean but stained in a few areas from dirt and grass and something orange in one spot, which is a bit unexplained. Wearing sort of rough leather armor and boots, well travelled, a belt with a few things hanging by the side, namely a couple of short swords that hang lazily there, and an unstrung longbow on his back that he travels around with. He's got very, very cute chocolate brown eyes that he blinks at people above his smile and always holds at his hand, asking them if they need a pour with something, and an unstrung longbow on his back. And I was going to do a voice for him, but every voice I designed came out like Bugs Bunny, so I decided not to.
You make it sound like it is a bad idea.
We'll see what happens when I slip into it. But that's Slapney, and that leaves Rebecca.
Hi. Eleanor Elysian, the Duchess of the Three Rocks. Well, as of now, as of recently, is a eclectic and charismatic former cultist and noble turned nomadic hermit for the last 20 or so years. She, yes, is a little bit fickle and a little bit out there, but has a kind heart in the end, and is always looking to help people in her own strange way. She's now traveling with her newest traveling companion, Slapney, and has now ended up in this precarious situation. And as a nomad, is used to getting into strange and weird situations, and is likes to go with the flow, and hence finds herself here with this interesting band of characters.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Was there an upper floor, or like how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 10 feet tall.
No indication of like stairs or anything?
No.
Okay.
Isn't that stairs in the corner?
Yeah, going down.
Oh, down.
Down.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, you are right. They continue. So they do go down, but they also continue up.
I can't see those on my screen from where I'm standing. I just didn't.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
And out those windows, is that a balcony to the south, is it?
Yeah, you can. If you move your character around a bit, that'll give you a bit of a view of.
Okay.
Because you can peek through the window, get a bit of an angle, and then move to side, and that'll give you a bit of a view.
Where did we come in? Where's the entrance?
You came in.
We came in on
You go out.
Yeah, the circular
stairs,
staircase. Yeah.
Okay.
A quick question. A few sessions ago, I think when we were crossing some random stream, Mavis looked down, and through the muddled waters he saw an image of like a bathhouse or something, where one of the hags was taking a swim or something. Was it this place?
Yeah, it might have been not have been one of the hags. It was just an image, but you saw this toad-like person bathing and basting themselves in this pond, which looks very much like this one. It's not a pond.
Okay.
It's a like a hot tub.
Tub.
And there's a mirror in there as well, is there?
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
Is that a mirror?
If you look closely, yeah, you can see there's quite a tall, slender mirror it's got a stand, and the stand rises above the water level.
So my next question is, what was the angle of what Mavis was seeing? Was it top down, like we were looking, or was it kind of like it might have came through that mirror?
No, it was just like a top-down, 45-degree sort of view.
Okay.
Isometric.
Yeah.
Isometric, yeah.
ISO, classy view.
Okay, well, Slapney might walk up here to have a chat with Ungo and have a look at this way. So at the top here, what can we see out to the north there? Anything interesting?
Out of the window? No.
Yes.
Every way you look, like you might see other things when you look out in the distance, but that's probably the edge of buildings that are higher than you. So
Right.
all you can see is fog. You can see down. If you sort of put your face right over to the window and look down, you have to wipe the grime off. It's think of it a completely run down, dilapidated cottage that never gets any maintenance.
Can we see the ground, or are we too high because of the fog?
No, you can see the ground. You can tell that it's maybe 40 feet or so down.
Okay.
So I guess our choice is to do something with this water, or to just keep going up the stairs, I think.
Looks like there's some steps leading into the water.
There are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Does it look like anything is in the water? Is there something swimming about, or is the water perfectly still?
The water looks still. You can see there's mosquito larvae. There's quite a bit of mosquito larvae, and there's lots of minnows.
Still for a while.
Lots of minnows.
Okay.
Okay.
Celeste, you can see that the stairs go down to the water level. You're right there, and they continue to descend into the water. So you could sort of stroll in and, at your leisure.
Yeah, I think Celeste is going to start walking towards the mirror almost, because she was unconscious for the last little bit, and
Yep.
I imagine she has quite the bump on her head
Right.
that she wants to take a look at.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with her because I'm like,
Uh-oh.
All right.
like,
Slapney will just come over to the edge here and watch carefully.
Okay. All right. So Celeste and Franny, you both sort of wade in. You're probably
I'm
going
gonna
to
listen
be
at the stairs.
you're probably going to be waist deep at that point. Let me just check.
as long as there's no snakes, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Might be alligators.
Shh.
There's an idea. Just
I'm just gonna
Helena.
listen at the
not?
stairs in case he hears anything up or down. Like if there's something happening upstairs.
okay. And Eleanor.
Eleanor will just cast prestidigitation on the water around where the girls are sort of going into, so it's less grimy and disgusting.
Okay.
Because she's a bit of a germaphobe.
Okay.
That's why she became a sorcerer.
I've displayed in the chat a bit of a spiel about the pool. I think I've already covered most of that off. Stagnant water, depression to the depth of it's only 1 foot, so it's not waist deep, but you're sort of striding through.
Still filthy.
Yeah, it is. Rising from the pool centre, stone well, unpleasant odour. It's gross. You can definitely smell it, even as you approach. 5 feet. It gets stronger as you go. The mirror, as you get closer, is quite grimy as well.
Prestidigitation.
All starts to clear off. Yeah, very good. And
That's going to be the word of the game.
yeah, it is. Well, especially in this cottage, it needs it. The rest of you are finding you're making quite a racket. The creaky floorboards, and you also find it's very damp wood, that thick sort of swollen with moisture and mildew. Let me see. So as you get down, you probably covers over your boots at 1 foot, maybe not, depending on what you've got. But this well projects probably 10 feet high now that you've come down and looking at it side on. It's pretty tall, so you can't look inside the well itself, but it doesn't reach the ceiling. I guess the ceiling must be vaulted slightly in the centre.
Right.
Okay. Celeste and Phryne, the skin of your calves starts to sort of tingle a little.
Ooh.
Does it feel like something's biting?
You could do a intelligence-based nature check if you like.
Is it a Peter tingle?
That would be Celeste and Phryne. So Phryne,
Flat 15.
yeah, 15, very good. And,
Check was that?
nature.
Nature.
I think nature is intelligence-based naturally, so we don't have to do any gymnastics there.
Did that work there? Probably not.
Yeah, it did. 12. Okay,
Okay.
so let's have a look. Right, so Celeste, you're not sure what this could be. Phryne, you think that it is acidic. It's an acidic sensation.
So I turn back to Phryne and say, do you feel that?
Feel it, and it doesn't. It feels like it's like burning, like chemical burn.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe we should get back out of the water.
It's kind of like
I don't like this.
Phryne, you can tell that it's not something that's gonna keep burning and you know you're gonna a minute later end up with third-degree burns or anything. But you know, it's more like you can tell it's on the acidic side. You know, like an over-chlorinated pool, or you know, something along that. Over, not chlorinated, over.
Underchlorinated.
Yeah, underchlorinated
Vinegar or something
pool.
like that.
Yeah.
So the skin of calves are just red, nothing else.
Yeah, red and tingly, uncomfortable.
It's gonna clean off the dead skin. It's like an exfoliant.
Yeah. You also do find that all these little minnows come and start picking at your legs as well.
Oh,
Um,
this is a spot.
She's never got me roasted up.
I have a herbalism kit. If you want me to see if I have something that can soothe the itching.
Got a balm.
It's useful for, life on the road.
Mm.
So while the ladies are enjoying the day in the spa, I have a question about the dress-up dummies. Are the outfits resembling what the people at the Sogi Court would wear?
No, it's not. They're more like old, regular peasantry clothes.
Right, but vaguely humanoid, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But all shapes and sizes.
Okay.
Some children, some adults.
Okay, and there's things on the tables around, sort of broken plates.
Yeah, it looks like someone has been maybe making food here and pretty much never cleaned up.
Okay.
And they've continued to make food here on top of, or just swept things off the side. Eleanor, are you going to take just coming back to the mirror for a moment, are you going to bring your herbalism kit around to the stairs there? Or
Yes.
I'm sitting on the side. I'm like, up closest is the wall.
I'll just sort of, move
Okay.
over.
Okay. So you've got your herbalism kit out ready for when they do come out. Phryne, you're sort of sitting on the bottom step, just with your feet in the water, getting a bit of a exfoliation.
Well, I mean, if it's just like a slight tingle and then they're just like eating away at dead skin, I'm like, I was probably wrong. This is probably not so bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad.
And Celeste, going over to the mirror. The surface is now clear from Eleanor's prestidigitation. And spell of the day, and you see a reflective surface.
Mirror
Yeah.
on the wall.
Do I see myself?
You do. You see yourself. You can.
All right, she kind of checks out the bump on her head and kind of fixes her hair.
Okay. You can see that there is quite an injury there, but it's healing over nicely. Looks like it's nothing to be too concerned about. Mavis and Slapney, I might throw back to you. I'm assuming Ungo, you're just covering the group.
Yeah. And hear anything?
Yeah. No, you haven't seen or heard anything.
Okay.
But I presume you've got a bow and arrow out or something along those lines.
Yeah. And here, I think I'm gonna have my daggers ready.
Ah, yeah. Okay. All right. So you've got a dagger in either hand. You're looking very cool. Strike a pose if you're ready to pounce. Now, Mavis and the Mannequins. There's a band name for you, Mavis. Okay, yeah, so there's 7 humanoid-shaped dressing dummies. They're the proper ones, that come in 2 halves, and you can screw at the back, and they go a little bit bigger, and a little bit smaller. They look like they're... Can you do a investigation for me, Mavis? I'll give you advantage, seeing as you've got Slutney's sleuthing to help you out.
Oh, not the best.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
It's adding the 2 20s together, by the way, everyone. Not
Yeah, so it's 16 plus 1.
okay. Alrighty. So there's 4 medium-sized and 3 small or child-sized dummies, and 6 of them are adorned with what look like very dodgy home-stitched garments. Someone's been trying to make their own clothes and not really got the hang of it yet. One of them's bare, except it's got an ugly pointed black hat on it.
I want it. Can I
Get that
I
hat.
was just gonna kind of like sneak past and
Yoink. That's mine now.
sheepishly reach out for the hat.
Who's that? Sorry, is that Eleanor?
Eleanor,
Okay.
just sheepishly.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. So
You have-
sorry, you're over in the right spot. Okay, so you move over a little bit closer to those dummies. Yep.
Mavis is not going to try to stop you, but here's by all means. But I hope you are familiar with the rules.
Oh,
What?
The
the
rules.
rules.
The rules.
The rules of what?
Rules of
Celeste
ownership.
can yell, I
on-
don't think they were here when we talked about the rules.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. If they are familiar, Slapney and Eleanor.
Rules of what?
Slap these blinking
What?
blind.
The Feywild rules.
I mean, her, I understand, but I thought you rabbit folk are from this place, right?
I'm from out in the wilds. I don't see people much.
Fair enough.
I'll be honest with you. I happened to have entered into the Feywilds by complete accident and
Why don't you go ahead and
just
refresh
going
our
with the
memories?
flow.
Very well. And I guess I'll ask DM to refresh our memories because
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay, so they've all been informed that there are three main rules that Zybilna enforced through her domain. The rule of hospitality: you should be welcoming and polite to guests until they prove themselves unworthy. The rule that's the rule of hospitality. The rule of reciprocity. So there's this gift giving thing. You should return a gift. If someone does a favour for me, you should expect to be required or asked to do some sort of similar favour back in return. And the rule of ownership. So people's things are people's things. And it's pretty much a thou shalt not steal type of rule.
Isn't the woman who made those rules a bit unalive now?
Yeah, so she's the
You
one.
know, with the old coup and
Yeah.
so on.
Yeah, so you've already encountered bandits who don't seem to care too much about the rule of ownership, although they did say they invoked the rule of reciprocity, so they were trying to go by the letter of the law, said, you can give us all of your things and we will give you your life.
Well,
I think if you put a hat on there, if you put an old hat on there and swap that would probably be.
I don't think I quite have a hat.
Okay.
I'm going to should start looking through her belongings to see what could be equivalent of a
Make one, yeah.
hat.
Yeah, I just think the whole exchange thing is an item for an exact item that kind of misses the purpose of exchange or trade.
Slapney
really
wants to have a
want
look
this
at those dummies and see if any of the heads would be a good fit for old Clapperclaw there.
Oh,
To replace his whatever he's got.
He's got a nice board.
You can definitely see that some of the children dummies would be roughly equivalent.
And Clapperclaw, we can talk to him and stuff like that, can't we?
Oh yeah, he
talks,
says,
yeah.
"Hey, what are you doing over there?" And you hear him trot around when he hears his name. Excuse me.
Come and have a look at this, Clap.
Excuse me, Ungo.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, coming through. And he comes over, and he'll be saying, "Well, you can pick me out a good one because he can't see."
All right.
Again, not to be a party pooper, but before he starts dismembering random objects that don't really make sense in this place. How to put it? I'm afraid those are people.
And Clapperclaw
Maybe
sort
we
of
can ask for it.
Clapperclaw's he sort of zigzags, veering backwards and forwards. But lucky there's a rail, or he would have gone over. But he sort of staggers like a, you know.
Well, hey, Clapper, maybe we can see if we can find who owns his heads and see if we can do
Okay.
some sort of deal for you.
Now, Eleanor, I just wanted to. Are you going to look? You've easily found something you could swap for it, if you wanted to.
Okay. While everyone's talking to Clapclaw, she's just
Okay.
gonna
So you
put
reach
the hat
out.
on her head and
You reach
swap
out
out.
and you reach out and grab this hat, and it the brim of it, which it's a very looks like it's straight out of the
Elden Ring,
budget basement Harry Potter
Halloween stuff.
yeah Halloween
We're here for it.
bargain bin.
That's exactly what I wanted.
And the brim just goes whoosh and flaps like a jellyfish, and the whole point of it goes straight up in the air like an umbrella. And you all around it, these little tendrily spiky tentacle type things. It looks like a squid, a black leathery squid. And
So it's not a hat.
and this ring of yellow eyes all open and then swivel around at you simultaneously,
Hi.
angrily, and
Not a hat.
and it starts spinning around, and these barbed
Oh my
things
god.
start to.
That is not a hat.
She's gonna
That is not a
bring it
hat.
behind her.
And what I'm going to do.
So she picks it up from the tip, so she just tossed it behind her towards the wolf, like, "Ugh!"
I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative at this point.
Nice.
Here we go.
You ticked off the hat.
I'm just putting in the chat here, angry hat, to not give away too much.
We rolled the initiative again online.
Yeah, so you click on your token in Roll20,
Okay.
and when you've got your token highlighted, click on your initiative in D&D Beyond, and that should throw your name and your initiative as it would be rolled in D&D Beyond into the chat, and actually into the turn order as well.
Ooh, a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Wow.
Not showing up on the order.
So
you
we're starting the
click
round with Eleanor just holding the hat at the tip because she picked it up with the tip, or
I'm good. First, click your token and then roll initiative.
No, I did. I just checking for some reason in Beyond 20 the add initiative roll to the turn tracker was turned off. So let me try that again.
Sorry, Eleanor, as you went to touch it, it wasn't like a
go.
grapple,
Oh, okay.
like a grab. It was, you went to sort of just pick it up, and it sort of
from the top.
Yeah, pulled out of your
okay.
hands. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like no touchy.
And it's flying.
I really wanted a Harry Potter wizard's hat.
You might still get one.
There is yet time.
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, I mean, if
Like,
you kill
and a
it, you
black-
can wear it like a hat.
Yeah, if you skill
I'm wearing
kill
a black
creature,
robe, like a really stereotypical Harry Potter black
and
robe.
skin it.
What would be more perfect than a big hat?
Exactly. Okay, so we're at the top. We've got Mavis, Slapney, and Ungo. There's the first three. So Mavis, what do you want to do?
I wish to do my crossbow.
You're going to shoot it with your crossbow?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, roll to hit.
Not one.
Okay, so you hastily fire away, but in shooting from the hip, Rambo style, and it chunks into the wall. Any movement or anything else you might want to do?
Depending where did the thing land?
Oh, it's still flying. It's hovering in the air. I'll put
Like-
I'll put it on the screen for you.
Mhm.
Boom.
Oh yeah, so I just nope. And about that. That's it.
Okay, and then Slapney, you're also 10 feet away from this thing.
Okay. So this is floating right in front of my good friend Eleanor there, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. he'll whip out his second short sword and run over here and give it to Smacks.
Okay.
All right, so
So how are we going here? A short sword in one hand, short sword in the other?
correct. Yes,
Okay.
he's got 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
Yep. First one, 14.
Okay, 14 is a hit. All it is a sack of leather, and it's spinning there. Seems pretty easy to
Okay,
hit.
so we've got 6 damage for the first hit, and with his left hand, 13,
13 hits as well.
and another 6 damage.
Okay. Ungo.
Okay. Should Clapperclaw get initiative?
He should. I'm just putting him in there.
Okay.
But he's going to go after you, Ungo. So
Okay. I'm gonna run over here in front of him to protect him,
okay.
and I have my daggers out, and I will ready an action to attack with the magical dagger if this hat comes within range.
Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Very good. You've got a ready action to attack, Franny. Where are you, Franny? Oh, you're down at the stairs.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Friday jumps to her feet, a little fish scattering as she darts across the thing, darts through the pool, ignoring the light tinkle at her calves again. She readies her crossbow and she pick.
All right. Roll to hit. Crossbow.
19!
19. Oh, crikey. Okay, that's a hit. Boom. This hat's not holding up too well right now.
Oh,
4
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. So this thing's looking. It's got plenty of quite a bit of damage to it. It's torn and tattered. Clapperclaw. Okay, he runs around you and shouts, "Charge!" and leaps through the air with these giant crab claws.
All right.
And he
Wow.
he nips with one, hitting and doing 6 damage.
Wow.
Clapperclaw.
Whoa.
And then he nips again with the other one. Oh, missing. No, is that? I just rolled damage again. Whoops. Hitting with a 22. And he and he kills it. He kills it.
Oh,
He doesn't need protecting.
And it goes all
Atta boy.
it goes all floppy and flaccid in his claws. And he goes, "That will teach you." And he starts ripping it and snipping it, pulling it out.
Whoa, settle.
He's
Clapper.
He's like, okay. He says, "Oh, sorry. My emotions get away from me."
I might have wanted to keep that.
Too bad.
Well, thanks for
All right,
helping.
I think you need to sit down, Clapper.
Okay.
Well, I must find a hat shop at the next juncture.
Okay. He says, "I'll just go over here and line up my chakras."
Would you like some herbs to burn?
Yes, please.
Eleanor will
People
pick
with straw?
out some
Is he a
a
scarecrow?
bundle of
Oh, he's
Herbs
so
and-
cute.
prestidigitation, burn it, and
Okay.
Maybe
Go
with the
over to him.
wind.
Fire.
start doing a sage cleanse.
He uses his claw to sort of waft it over towards him, but says, "Not too close, not close. I'm highly flammable."
At least it will smell nice in here now.
Yes.
Well, that was exciting.
I might ward
don't-
off some of the mosquitoes.
Don't take any more clothes.
Okay, lesson learned.
I want to
One
like
quick
creep
second,
up
have
the
to hop
stairs.
off camera for a second.
Okay.
I would love to creep up the stairs and kind of just peek and see what's up there.
Just before you do, the last thing I was going to suggest is, should we
Yeah.
look in any of these crates or anything like that, or these, there's all these chests and crates and barrels and things around. Because I think you're right, Ungo. I think that's the next place to go upstairs.
Well, I would like to look up there, like regardless of what anyone else is doing.
Okay. So while they're
I'm not saying I'm going to go up there. I just want to like take a look.
Yep. Okay, so you sort of up the stairs, creeping. Let's see. I'll just get rid of the turn order here. I'm just being careful that. Okay. And you come to top of the stairs, small area, little room, 10 by 10, which pretty much just houses the staircase. However, there's a dank hallway going on, and it turns pretty quickly soon after.
Okay. Turns. Does the hole go east or?
Turns to the west.
Huh. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I disappeared.
Okay. No,
Where did I go? Oh, there I am.
Yeah, and you guys look around, and Ungo's nowhere to be seen. Let's see. Slapney, you have a sort of snoop around the crates, and it looks to be old food mostly. Not completely rotten. It's gone. It's been there for ages, but just not a little bit on the nose. That just
Bit
when that's
stale.
a bit past its use by date, but she'll be right, mate.
Okay. Well, let's say we have a look up these stairs, guys. I think that might be where Ungo went.
Yeah, just a second. And a question for you. We
Yep.
came up from the staircase or through the little large door here?
Staircase.
Yeah, I think it was the staircase.
Okay, then I would like to investigate the little thing here. Is it locked in any way?
Whoops. I'm just checking just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it was the staircase. The trapdoor.
I hope it's not trapped, but yeah.
No, I mean the trapdoor is just a hatch going down.
Yeah. So, is it locked with anything? Is there a handle?
I'm just checking. To be one. Yeah, there is a ring pull in the middle, and you can lift it up, and eventually it's a bit stiff, a little bit stuck, but it opens into a trapdoor that just drops down into the water below.
I guess it's
Is
a garbage
Bunker down
disposal.
Yes, a quick way to get out.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I really don't like this place. Too much. Too much inconsistency. I mean, is it a kitchen, a dining room, a bath? What is this supposed to be?
Maybe we'll get some answers upstairs.
Alright.
All those white lines, those are doors, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe you should check here.
Oh, okay.
Please.
They're doors. Okay.
Yeah. Would you like to do honors, Mr. Knee Slopper?
Maybe just listen at that top one. See if there's anything.
Yep. Do a perception for
To
us,
be heard.
Slapney. Or what's your... Yeah, your passive's 14, so let's have a look.
Yep.
Okay, you have a listen. You can't hear anything.
Okay, he'll shrug his shoulders and nod to Mavis and try and open the door.
Okay, it opens, no problem, and you find you look around and Clapperclaw's gone, by the way, but you can hear, "Hey, buddy, they're still investigating down there. If you want to come down," it's a bit muffled, but it's coming from the staircase.
Yeah, okay. Let me peek around this corner first.
Okay, so I'll just come.
Just a hallway with some doors. Okay, cool.
All right. Okay, I'm just going to move this door for you. Down there.
I can't move myself back downstairs because I'm restricted by the walls.
Oh, yeah, okay, no worries. I'll just move you down, no problem. Clapperclaw will stay up there and say he'll be on guard if anything comes down the stairs.
Perfect.
He's going to run down to you and warn you. Mavis,
that was not clear through doors.
Mavis, you head through into a storage room of sorts. There's scraps of cloth, bundles of yarn piled through the room. Seems to be some sort of fabric closet. Some of the fabric that you see there in rolls is the same sort of patterns that are made from the clothes that are on the mannequins.
Is there a black monster fabric in there?
No black leather fabric.
Well, nothing here, but if you keep looking.
Okay.
Yes, same on the second door. Listen.
You do find 2 pin cushions, and they're sewn into humanoid shapes.
Was there any pins in them?
No, not at the moment. Oh, there are. Yeah, there's plenty. They look in particularly nasty places, like in the eyes and
voodoo dolls.
And one of them.
Are they just? Sorry, go on.
One of them is in the shape of a lady riding a tiny rocking horse, all sewn as one object. And the other one has a pair of wooden wings.
Yeah, I was to pick up one, the winged one.
Yep.
Just say, pay them more a bit, and throw it behind him into the pond.
Okay.
Oh no!
All right. Does someone?
They don't work.
To give everyone a bit of a crack at this, if anyone wants to go through another door, we'll go person by person, assuming that you're doing this sort of simultaneously.
Oh, okay. Someone else wants to try.
First, Celeste is going to scoop up that little doll.
Okay.
And take a look at it and kind of be like, oh, and then put it nicely on the side of the water. So it's not in the water, just up above it.
Drowning.
Okay. And Eleanor, I see you over at a door over there.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. I will. The door opens. They're a bit stiff, a bit stuck. It's like a really old house, but opens up for you. No problem eventually. As soon as you open the door, you see this horse's head leering at you, and you sort of rock. Yeah. It's got glossy eyes, and its lips are drawn back from sharpened, filed, pointy yellow teeth. It's almost as if you're facing a nightmare from your childhood stories, how they tell you nightmares are supposed to look. But this is just a head, and it's a real horse's head, but it's affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker and wire, so that it faces the doorway where you were entering from, and so it's like a spider horse thing.
Oh, lovely.
What the fuck is that? Is there any picture that we could see?
You can see it on the map.
I hope not.
Eleanor, you can see it on the map in front of you.
Yeah.
Friday straight over there like a
Okay.
dash. I want to look.
I wanted to see because I mean, like, what I'm picturing is this freaking monstrous thing, and all I see is like, okay, well, it's still kind of creepy, but not horrifyingly creepy.
Eleanor, you've just walked into what looks like a fucked up taxidermy workshop. There's
yeah.
there's flies that just all come up
Ew.
around this disordered room, and they land occasionally on animal carcasses that are strewn around in small piles. On a low table, there's an assortment of tools: little saws, knives, scrapers, one of those hand-cranked drills, and a large, chunky sewing thread and needles.
Eleanor's
Are
going
there
to ask
any
you
animals of interest?
Yeah, there's plenty of taxidermic projects that are. Whoever does this taxidermy as a hobby doesn't seem to. They start one project before they finish the other one. And there's plenty of half-done taxidermy attempts. Some of them haven't worked and they've rotted, or the skin's sort of peeled away. Hence,
Do any of them need teeth?
need teeth.
Yes.
Oh my god. No, they're fairly intact, but dried out.
Damn it!
There's a
I need to figure out what to do with these ditches.
There's a shelf that looks on the verge of collapse, leaning against a wall between two windows, and it bears the weight of dozens of these stuffed horrors.
Eleanor's gonna do prestidigitation and just make a small smell of something that's nice just around her.
Not the
so
smell
she
of
doesn't
death.
have to smell whatever that would smell like.
Smell the death.
And she's gonna sort of shuffle into the room and sort of hitch up her skirt a little bit.
Okay, yeah, don't want to touch anything.
Nah.
Her robe.
He's going to slap your head over there once he sees everyone going in there.
Okay. And you can see these kind.
She's gonna take a wide berth around the horse.
The shelf is all attempts at chimeric horror. They're mostly two creatures somehow stitched together in artless ways.
Yeah. Mavis will address the last I think you shouldn't soak up in that water anymore. I'm afraid every second you spend you get some additional disease.
I was just about to say, I think I'm gonna work my way out of the water and come up here.
Let's have a look here in the last door.
Eleanor Phryne, just before we move on from here, there is a crate, and it's got a name on it scrawled on the side, scratched into it. It says Bavlorna.
Let's crack that crate open.
Okay, you sort of crack it open, and as you do,
That
swarm of flies.
belongs to the hag.
Oh!
She was the hag, wasn't she, Bavlornas?
Oh yeah, yep. And flies go swarming, filling the room. They're harmless, but creepy. And looking.
I am pretty much numb to the smell of death because I have been hauled to so many undead areas.
True.
She's just like, smells like home. And I mean that quite literally. What's in the crate?
Looks like the carcass of some curled up, 8-legged reptile with spikes running down its back.
Aww.
You can roll a nature if you want to try and.
Sure. Nature. 18. No, 19.
Oh. Okay. You believe this is a fairly legendary creature. This is a supernatural creature, a basilisk, which in life can turn things to stone just by looking at them.
Take its eyes.
What? I think they're rotted. You know what? I'm going to stick my hand in there and I'm going to... It's dead. It's dead.
Yep.
It's dead. I'm going to check its eyes.
Okay.
It's dead.
Its eyes are missing, but Slapney,
Okay.
you spot the work table. There's lots of tools and specimens and things, and you can see that there is a couple of eyes on the table.
He'll just point him out. he's uncomfortable with this room. he just says, "What about those over there?"
Okay.
From the doorway where he's standing.
All right, I'll go pick him up.
Okay.
Give him a little bit.
All right.
Click, click.
So
Squish, squish.
you've got two eyes. One of them is glass, and one of them is wooden. And what
All I need is a.
and what I might do is I'll move it back to Celeste and Mavis because you've got another.
Where's that fucking scarecrow? I'm gonna give it face.
yeah.
We can put them in the gourd.
You got some teeth
Give
for
me
him
a
as well.
scarecrow.
And-
I do. I have
Give
dentures.
Okay. He's
Hey, buddy.
he's upstairs.
Hey, buddy, come
upstairs
here.
somewhere. Mavis and Celeste.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'll open the door for you. Is that what you're doing? This door where you both are?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay. All right. You open it up, and it's another small 10 by 15 room. And it creaks loudly when it's opened. This one's probably a little bit drier than the rest. And it's because the door's actually a little bit higher than the floor level. Almost like it's a large walk-in cupboard or pantry of some sort. And there's a large cupboard within, standing in the dark room, and there's fine scrollwork framing it. It's bridged by a circular panel of dark wood, and it's inlaid with a silver hourglass sigil.
Yeah, if I were to point at one thing that doesn't belong to a place full of things that don't belong, that's the one.
It looks quite fine, and it's not scattered with all stuff, but there's little drawers and things as well.
Open it up.
Yeah. I think Celeste is going to cautiously reach out and take a peek in.
That was Eleanor?
No, Celeste.
Celeste, okay. I've got my one view over here, but it's offset by 20 seconds or something. So sometimes I'm hearing someone talk and I'm seeing someone else's, but it's from a little bit before. But anyway, okay. So Celeste, you go in, have a look, open a couple of drawers, and you find it seems to be locked. Rattle, rattle, rattle. You can have an investigation check to see if you can figure something out.
Okay.
I guess Mavis, if you want to help, Celeste, you can have advantage, or you can both roll.
Yep, I'll give you advantage.
Okay. We have a 7 and a 12. Okay. So with that, you find that this circular panel, the hourglass, can be turned upside down. And by spinning it around the right way, eventually you feel that it's unlocked. It's a way of, like a giant doorknob, really. The cupboard inside, each one stuffed with pouches and tiny containers. There's a teacup-sized ceramic cauldron. There's a scrap of paper with the word spittle spew on it.
Yeah.
It's folded a couple of times. I'll put that into the... And that is inside the cauldron. So you lift, the little lid of this tiny teacup-sized cauldron has got that word on a piece of paper. And, just rummaging around, you find loose buttons of various shapes and colours, materials, some stray cutlery from all different sets. There's a letter, still unopened. There's an old frayed coiled up belt, pressed flowers, loose dried petals, a horseshoe, lots of feathers from what look like fairly unique birds. So what you would seem as like minor treasures or things a child might pick up and keep forever.
I think I know where that horseshoe's owner is.
Celeste is going to pocket a button.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And anybody? Sorry.
How about the
Max.
letter?
Are you gonna give anything in return? Because that's someone's treasure.
Celeste doesn't think anybody's here.
Yeah.
So she's like, I think this is all abandoned.
Yeah.
You do realize what happened with the hat. Oh.
A question: does it look like it's assortment of what's it called, like material components for spells?
If they are, they're not spells that you would know.
Okay.
Celeste, upon Phryne pointing out leaving something, blows a kiss to where the button
Okay.
was.
All right.
There you go.
And coming out, Ungo, you're strolling in as well from upstairs.
Well, I mean, there's this other door I've been standing next to. That's another
okay.
door, right?
Okay. Yep. I'll
I think we opened that one. We found the cushion pins.
I thought that was the top door.
Yep. Ungo's got a new door.
Yeah.
Ungo, you open
What do we got here?
the door
Stairs.
as well, and you find some rickety stairs.
Up or down? Do they go up or down?
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Okay.
They go up, and they seem to sort of snake up around the outside. There's a rail here, and you're looking out, and you're outside of a huge wooden cottage, and each the floor above is bigger than the floor below.
Okay. Well, gotta go up.
Heading up the stairs.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's see. Your stairs.
So we will see.
Yeah, you see him
we
go
see
through.
Ungo.
Yep. Slutney, you see Ungo go through and sort of turn left. Ungo, you head up some stairs. And as you're going up, creak, 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 a couple of the stairs just break out from under you. There's a chance of you just dropping away into the lake below. Can you roll a dexterity saving throw for me?
Sure. $13.
Okay. Slutney, probably Celeste, you're the closest. You hear this, psh.
Slapney will run over there
Okay.
to where we saw
All right.
Ungo
Yep.
disappear from. So that's over here somewhere, is it? Because I can't quite see him. Is that right?
Oh, you can't actually because it's dark in here and there's no light. You run over,
Okay.
and guess Celeste, are you coming to the sound as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
And here, whoop!
So you heard it from the north. You heard it from up here, Celeste.
Did you say there was a
Right.
railing?
I'm gonna run up here.
Okay. You run up and you see stairs.
There's a railing.
You see stairs going up, and there's about 2 or 3 stairs that are broken, or a few stairs up the thing, and a big hole in the middle of the staircase.
Yeah, I look down the hole. Do I see Ungo?
You do. He's sort of treading water, and his head is out of it, and you see him sort of waving up at you about 35 feet above you.
I'm okay.
Okay, that did sound good. I'm just gonna see if I have a rope. I think I do.
Well, I mean, I can just like
Yeah. He
go back
just come
up
up
the
stairs
ramp.
again.
Oh, can he get back up on the stairs?
Did I just go back up the ramp
Yeah.
that we initially took?
Yeah. So you see Ungo just do the frog kick, swimming through. Let's see. He gets
Watch out for
himself,
alligators.
hauls himself up onto the ramp, and then you see this rather sheepish-looking Ungo come up the stairs, drooping wet, covered in algae.
And look sheepish, don't be ridiculous. Ungo comes up there and I'm fine.
All right.
You finished there, Ungo?
Where's Eleanor?
I'm here. I'm hiding. Hiding away.
Taking advantage of the distraction, Mavis will open that letter that was
Okay.
in the cover.
Okay. It seems to be a letter that is. It says something. I'm going to paraphrase here, but it says, "Oh, brave Sir Bartholomew, my heart yearns for when we might meet again."
It's a love letter.
Yeah.
Have we met any Bartholomew? It kind of rings a bell, but
Yeah.
Please, is it the dragon?
You're not sure.
No. Well, I mean, I'm not there, but I mean, like, this is just okay.
None that rings a bell, Mavis.
okay.
Okay.
Is it signed by anyone?
No, it's not, and it's not addressed either. So it hasn't. It seems as almost as if it was unfinished, or whoever wrote it hadn't decided to send it yet.
Okay. So
I take it and I find Bartholomew. I'm like, hi, buddy. Here's a letter.
Mavis is not interested in that, so
Guy from friends.
Okay. So, Franny, you can have a love letter as a trinket.
Oh no, I'm still in the taxidermy room.
Yeah, so Mavis is kind of using the fact that everyone is distracted too.
Oh, I see.
But I will take the love letter.
Okay. Eventually.
I'm going to go find Bartholomew.
Slapney, I'm going to come back to you now.
He was just there making sure Ungo was okay, but it looks like that's been taken care of.
Yes.
So we've looked at all the rooms.
There is a door to the south that no one's opened yet.
Let's
the
go
balcony
there.
here.
Yeah, okay.
Balcony,
Go
right?
down, have a listen, and then open it.
Whoops.
And now we have a look while he's listening.
Okay.
Looks empty.
You polish off the windows and have a look through it. It looks like it goes outdoors. And eventually you bust the door open and there's a balcony. If this wasn't over a swamp, it might be quite a nice place to go and hang out.
He'll just poke his head out there and without going out to the balcony, have a look out there and see if there's anything.
Okay. 10-foot wide balcony runs along the entire length of the cottage, end to end. However, this looks like it's a bit of a breeding ground for frogs because as soon as you open a door, you hear, it's just constant. It's a cacophony. And you can also see.
Does he see a bunch of frogs on there? Or?
Oh yeah. There's frogs
yeah.
everywhere, just regular sized frogs. You can also see that there's a clothesline up one end that seems to be attached to the cottage and then goes down at an angle out into the mist. Very strong rope sort of thing.
Is that maybe one of the ropes we saw before tied to the ground?
It's about the same thickness and angle.
Okay.
Okay,
Slapney will just mention that it's there to everybody. If we need to get a quick getaway, that might be a way of getting out if you don't mind frogs.
I find them quite charming.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them.
Yep.
Ungo's gonna head over to this taxidermy room
Okay.
and step in and go, oh, this is awful. No respect for wildlife. He's gonna turn to Eleanor. I seem to have become a bit wet. Do you think you could help me out?
Sure.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll even throw in like a bit of like a scent, like fresh cologne.
Axe.
Oh, is this lavender?
Smells like pine and sandalwood.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get out of here.
Where's that scarecrow?
It's upstairs. Let's go.
Let's go up
Excellent.
there. Yeah. Head
I
over
am gonna
there's
give it a face.
Oh, did you get those eyes, by the way, and the teeth? I think you.
I did.
Okay, all right.
I did. I took the eyes. I got teeth. Now give me that fucking gourd. I'm gonna carve a face in that gourd.
What if it hurts
If he lets
him?
it.
Okay.
Oh, if it hurts him, then I'm not gonna do it.
Sure.
Oh, I have a question of something I just realized.
Yes.
What became of Gus the snail when we got captured?
You don't know.
He was eaten.
Because you were all unconscious.
He's with Arias.
You don't know where it would be.
No, we left him because we had to take a boat, right? We went by the river. On a boat, on a raft or something. So we left him
Okay,
behind.
so
Yeah,
we
but
set him free.
he's
Because we arrived at the jetty on a boat and then we got attacked. So I figured he was not with us on the tiny boat.
could be, yeah.
Yeah.
True. You may have released him before you got captured by the Harengon.
Yeah, we'll say we set him free.
Okay.
He's
Or we ate
roaming
him.
free and in loving life.
Yeah. Okay.
What are these orange and blue things on the walls?
What are other things on the inner walls? Because I'm still
Are
not
those
very smart.
pictures or bookshelves or?
Oh.
Huh.
Okay. You come up the spiral staircase into a dank hallway covered with scores of portraits.
Portraits.
They all depict grumpy, sad, frightened, or angry people. Some sort of negative emotion, but all different. The figures include elves, humans, halflings, bullywugs, goblins, and others. A couple of hobgoblins, with the red face, sturdy goblins. And they're rendered also in a variety of mediums. So there's etchings and sketches and charcoal and pencils and paintings and so on. But they're also all displayed similar to as if these are sort of somebody's hobby paintings, attempts at trying to get better at different things. But just like people might overestimate or overvalue their work, they've all been framed in these elaborate gilded frames.
Ooh. The frames are worth more than the paintings.
Yeah, definitely.
These are some prize paintings, but whoever owns them are freaky.
We got 3 doors.
Yep.
East, north, south.
Yeah, there's doors, and there's also a framed oval mirror, 2 feet wide, 5 feet tall. So quite. This is the blue one that you can see, and it's hanging in the middle of the passage to the north.
I'm just gonna see if he's looking okay after that dip in the water.
You're looking at
Leaves stuck to his head or anything?
Yeah, you look in it, and you look pretty much as you expect. You're clean, and you're smelling of herbs or Axe body lotion, whatever it is, I forget. But but you
Lynx Africa.
Yeah, Lynx Africa. There we go. And you went like this and looked off to one side. Your face is completely deadpan.
Oh, what?
No
Huh.
reflection.
You're looking at yourself, and you're like I'm looking at the camera right now. Just
Uh-huh.
Do we all see that?
no, because the angle of the mirror for you guys, where he
So
is.
Ungo will try to like make hey.
What are you
But
gonna do?
See if he gets any. He's gonna make some faces to see what happens. Make some goofy faces at the mirror.
Okay.
Okay, so
Are
we
they
can see Ungo.
Yeah. You can see
As long as
Ungo
we
making. So what sort of faces?
Oh,
are you making,
okay.
Ungo? You pull your mouth.
You're like this, like, stick his tongue out, and, like mess with his eyes, and push
Yeah.
his nose.
You where your hands go is as if you were looking in the mirror. So pulling your mouth, but your eyes. It's like you've got resting bitch face.
Uh-huh.
You're
What was
the
this?
Anna Kendrick. You got the
Ungo tells the rest of the group, "There's something terribly wrong with this mirror."
Touch it.
Cheer up, Ungo.
Oh, you touch it. It's gonna move the-
Okay. Sure. She'll kind of shuffle in.
Okay, Eleanor.
Yeah.
What are you going to do,
She'll,
Eleanor?
where is the mirror? Where's the mirror?
Let's see.
The blue.
I'll make it.
You're in front of it. You're there.
Yeah, you're right in front of it, looking north now.
Ook. Reach over Ungo's head.
Okay.
This is quite wee.
I stepped away.
He stepped away from you.
Okay.
And so, what are you going to do, Eleanor? You're now looking. You're looking at it.
Just poke it.
You touch it. Nothing
No, poke
happens.
it.
Nothing
Poke
happens.
Poke it.
No.
Okay.
It's just a mirror.
A weird mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or while you might be knitting your brow a bit in concentration, examining this thing, there's no lines on your forehead. You are.
Wow.
that is a good mirror.
Flattering. Yeah.
I know, right? I'm like, ooh, wrinkle free.
She's just going to sort of get a bit lost in,
Okay.
you know,
You've tried a.
trying to.
Okay, well, I guess let's check the doors then.
Okay.
As Slapney walks past the mirror, he's just going to look in there, just blankly looking in there, blinking his eyes.
Yeah. So you look blankly in there. I think Eleanor, I can see you just from the camera there, looking off to the side and sort of patting your face and stuff. And where you move when you're moving your face around with your hands, that actually happens in the mirror. But your face is not showing emotion.
Okay.
Oh, I look like Mavis.
Yeah. Can you roll a perception check, Eleanor?
Sure thing.
I'll give you
I'm
advantage.
not very perceptive.
That's all right. I'll give you advantage because you've had so many.
20.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
It looks to you like this mirror is something that can be moved, as if it is somehow some special door, but you haven't figured out a way of how to open it.
Okay, then she'll sort of take it by the
That's two mirrors
sides
we've
and
found
try
now.
and lift it up, or kind of
Yep.
take it off the brackets in the wall, or
It will not move.
Like these?
okay, then I would like to cast Ray of Frost on it to make it very cold,
Okay. Ray of Frost. It's not.
and then
It won't damage it. Makes it cold.
yeah, makes it very very cold,
Yeah.
and then take the club that she just has
Whoa.
and just
Break
Okay.
it.
Okay.
because it's
Okay.
cold now, so maybe
You
it'll break.
give it a
easier.
huge crack, and you would expect that would shatter a mirror easily, and this does not break.
Yep.
Well, Celeste jokingly pokes
It
her head
looks like
around
some
and
sort
says,
of
"Open
door."
sesame."
Okay. What's your facial expression as you do that?
Are you talking about Celeste?
Oh, Celeste, sorry. You're the one that says open sesame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what's your facial expression as you do that?
She's kind of doing it jokingly, so she's definitely smiling.
Okay. Well, as you do, your image smiles as well back at you. And the smile just increases and increases, and almost a little bit creepily so. But once it gets to like the limit that it possibly could, human physical endurance, you hear this click, and the mirror swings open.
Hey.
Oh.
Face turns to shock as she did not expect that to work.
All right.
It's full
Oh.
of medicine.
Happy.
Joke.
What's inside? What? Can she push it now?
Yeah, I'll just move you
Try.
aside a bit so that I can open the door for you. And what it is revealed beyond is a passage.
Oh,
And I'll put, it was Celeste that was right behind you there, so I'm just going to put you second for now. So Celeste, if you want to walk in, Eleanor, if you want to walk in followed by Eleanor, you could all sort of file down if you want. the passage goes on. It's creepy. It's claustrophobic. Let me see here just for one moment. You get a strange sensation. There's a mouldy scent hanging in the air. And you go about 10 feet in, and Celeste, you see Eleanor. You think she's going downstairs for a moment, but she's actually shrinking.
What?
She's about, by the time she gets to the bend in the corner, she's only about 3 feet tall. And Celeste, Phryne, Celeste only looks about 4 feet tall. And you realise that you're actually a little bit smaller than you were when you turn around and see you're about the same height as Slatney, not counting years.
Eleanor's going to look behind her and go, "Oh my goodness, you've all grown."
Yeah. And
We've shrunk.
you get to the end and you're
Oh,
about
you look pretty big to me.
you're about a foot tall, Eleanor.
You've grown.
We've shrunk.
What happens if we move backwards?
Looks like you've shrunk to me.
Slatney, you move back and
You've shrunk as well.
you feel as soon as you step back out of the corridor, you swell back up to your mighty 5 foot.
I think I've put on weight.
See,
Celeste
I
is
told
going
you,
to
Steve,
turn
he's
around.
grown.
Celeste is going to turn around and say, "Ungo, I don't know if you should come in here.
I'm short enough.
You keep guard. You watch. You're good at that."
Is that a tiny door I see at the end of the passage?
Slap me, you'll go back in.
Yeah, looking down the passage, Eleanor, you can see a door about 2 inches tall.
She's going to excitedly hurry over.
Okay.
That she
And as
shrinks
She's
to 2
gonna
inches
keep getting
tall.
smaller.
As you do, as she runs, each step is a little bit shorter than the next one, so that you end up sprinting the last 50 feet or so, like a mouse across the last 5 foot. And
That's so fun.
you're standing in front of this tiny door. It's like one of those fake, mouse type pretend doors, but it is actually in the wall.
How curious.
Let's see. It's 2 inches wide, 4 inches tall, so it's pretty big. But it's you're human sized. Obviously, you are human, so you are human sized, and it's about right for you.
Perfect.
And however, it is blocked by a tiny, like a needle, has been barred across the door.
Which to me is like a giant bar.
Oh yeah, it's huge. You could pump some iron for a while lifting this.
She'll try and
Yeah, can we all
lift
get
it
into lift it?
Okay,
Okay, teamwork.
you lift
Yeah.
it up. Yeah, with the two of you, I think, or maybe even the three of you could all stand side by side. Of course, you're not.
We are very tiny.
Yeah.
I mean,
I imagine Celeste and Phryne kind of laugh as they run down the hall and be like, "I'll race you there," because they're so small.
That's true. Yeah, probably. Just like, you know what? All sense is gone. Just go for it.
Oh, Celeste loves this. She's giggling the whole time. She thinks it's hilarious.
So Slatney, you got your head around the corner and you can see them up there. Or
Can he see us? We are very small.
yes.
Whoa! We are very, very small.
Wow, look
whoa,
at you guys.
Slapney is really
Slappy.
cool.
This
Huge.
That's it.
look at you guys.
All right. You lift the.
Probably can't even hear us.
Yeah, you can hear this. It's you could sing a song and it'd be like the Chipmunks. Yeah. Anyway, you lift the bar off. We'll move on, and allows the door to be opened, revealing a mouldy stretch of floor underneath a low ceiling.
Ew.
Lower than us?
Yes. No. It's you could just stroll through, but it's about 5 inches tall.
Cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Slatney, as you
That door open.
further down, you're going to get smaller as well.
Just before he heads down, he'll just shout down the corridor, "Guys, I think there might be something to look at down here." And then he'll shrink himself off down the hall.
Okay.
Ungo, did you hear anything?
I have no idea. I may have heard a little something.
I'm sure if there's anything dangerous, they will call us.
Guys, come here.
I'm on guard duty out here.
I do not want to find a rat down here.
Oh.
I'm just going to say that now. I do not want to find a mouse or a rat. I will freak the fuck out.
You think you can hear talking, Eleanor?
Do you need to open the door for us on the map?
Yes. 1 sec.
Oh, right. I have to go to my meeting now, actually. We're going to take a break now.
Yes. I'm going to open this door so you can have a little bit of a squiz.
Oh, no.
And and we don't go in there yet, but we'll take our break now and reconvene at
I gotta run.
10. Yeah, you go for it.
When? How long is this break?
A bit longer, if that's all right.
Yeah, but how long? Is
What
it?
time?
10 o'clock. Sorry, half an hour.
10?
Yep.
Half an hour.
Easy.
Okay.
26 minutes from now?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.